I'm starting it. Alright, take number 2 of this. Hello everyone, welcome to Season 1, Episode 4 of the BEECAST. I'm here with Mr. Buddy 2000...
When the fuck did we have seasons?
I don't know, just to make it...
I figured this would just go on forever.
Well, this is... I say seasons because...
Welcome to Season 1, Episode 3,476,874.5.
Anyway, I'm here with Mr. Buddy 2003, aka Lucas, so...
Weird, same name, my username. I swear, that's like Xbox 360 days. People would call me by that. I get why you did, though. I mean, I introduce myself like that in my videos, so I don't blame you.
So, but yeah, so it's just us two today, and today, while we are doing this podcast, in like a little bit after we talk for a bit, I'll be switching to another, that we're playing PowerWash Simulator.
Yeah.
And, Lucas, you want to tell them what we're doing right now in PowerWash?
So... we've already completed the career mode, like the whole like story mode of PowerWash Simulator. Really fucking fun. And we recently completed all of like the bonus jobs, like kind of in the main like career mode area. But we are now about to officially start the expansion section of the game, starting with the Tomb Raider expansion. The starting map for that is Lara Croft's mansion. Or Croft Manor or whatever, and it's mainly the front of the mansion, so it's not like the entire like thing outside and in, obviously, but it's like the front. It's a good chunk to clean, along with this fountain with Fred. He's a fish. He's also very fucking depressed. Don't talk to me about it.
You'll all see it in a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just thought it'd be an interesting idea to just play a chilling game while doing a podcast. So that's how we want to start continuing this. But one thing I want to just announce and get out of the way, because since we're going to be continuing, two things. One, Jesus. What the hell was that?
Sorry, my leg was in a weird spot for a bit. I got pins and needles all through my left foot.
Jesus.
Ha!
This is out of nowhere.
Feels like a bunch of weird bugs tickling my feet.
Anyway, so okay, so yeah, the two things I'm gonna announce here. So the first thing is that
you feel. Oh man, I'm just trying to open my chips. Not a big deal.
Christ.
Continue.
Alright, sorry. Alright, so the first thing is that for some episodes we'll be doing it in this type of format where we're on Discord and just talking and playing a game or literally just talking in general. It'll be for either or.
Probably PowerWash Simulator more than anything, just because there's not very many games like this that are multiplayer. So
right.
At least, not that I'm aware of. We might have to look into that, but
right. But as well for just
like Minecraft's the only one.
Yeah, if we did just like a chill survival world.
Yeah, I feel like we could actually do that.
Start up an SMP again.
It'd probably go so bad.
We start up an SMP again and actually try.
We find out you accidentally put it on hardcore and we get blown up by a creeper. like not even first episode, like 50 like podcast Minecraft episodes down the line, we get killed by a creeper, somehow surviving that long, and then we realize it was hardcore.
Another format of how we'll be doing these podcasts in the future is that we'll eventually have a setup, an actual setup for us to actually be in person and do these podcasts.
Yeah, when we have money that we don't have.
So it'll be slow. It'll probably be a while, but it will happen eventually. And then the other thing I want to announce is that because I have things lined up for it to happen, but I just don't know when it's gonna happen. I have some podcast episodes lined up that might be kind of interesting, and I think Lucas, I think I would want you to join for that episode too. I've lined up. I want to do some sort of podcast episode of me inviting some of my Amazon coworkers, and we tell some stories in general about Amazon. And obviously, we wouldn't say bad things.
Not a bad idea.
But it's mainly just our experience and just
you don't
funny.
Want to say bad things. Bezos is watching.
Well, just in general, I don't want to say anything bad because
Bezos wants to know your location. Just sends a fucking beam down.
Because I never know if I say something wrong, it's gonna be like my job.
It's gonna be Bezos' bald head blinding you forever.
No, but we would mainly just tell stories about our experience working at Amazon, and then just some funny things that have happened.
Mm.
So, but I already have someone lined up. Actually, I told you it was actually the Micah from Learning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have his number, and I asked him like, hey, would you want to? I want to do this podcast episode with some coworkers. Would you want to join for it? He's like, yeah, just let me know what time you're thinking, and I might be able to join you. So.
Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna start fucking cleaning. It's actually bugging me. It's
okay, yeah, here. Let me.
I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to start vigorously cleaning. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm here for. So.
Right here. Let me switch to the actual game. All right, I've switched the game because start cleaning.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, did this
It's funny with text, motherfucker.
did this with the fish?
No, don't start with Fred. Fred doesn't want his bath yet.
I was just showing I was just showing the fish.
Ooh. Okay, Winston Smith. That name does sound familiar. You guys can't see it, but basically, like, usually, because I'm the one that hosts, every map, whenever you start cleaning, there's always someone who's, like, sending you messages as you clean.
Wait, I think. Oh no, yeah, I can't see it. I thought I could, but I can't.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, I can see it. Here we go, Winston Smith.
Oh, so you can scroll through and find it, or does it show up on your screen like it does for me?
It's on the overview part, right? Like that's what I'm looking at.
It just shows up for me, so if you have a way to look at it, then that's cool.
Yeah. Here, I'm actually curious. While you start cleaning, I'm actually gonna read it. Okay, so I've been requested, but
you wanna read it now whenever you've read none of the ones before. We're here for a podcast, not to read fake people's texts.
No, I'm just curious because the Tomb Raider did. It's like it's the DLC ones of like characters that we should know. So I'm just curious. So I've been requested by my esteemed employer, Miss Laura Croft, to commission a cleaner to the exterior of her residence, or for the exterior of her residence, Croft Manor, and have acquired your details from a mutual friend. She is soon to host a charity fundraiser for artifact repatriation. I'm just gonna keep going. And wishes for the manor to be looking tip-top for all of her esteemed international guests. As you'll no doubt discover from the odd buffed brick here and there, I have attempted the task myself, but to no avail. It is simply beyond my advancing years. Please note the roof has only recently been retiled and won't require any of your attention. Mr. Croft is currently recuperating in Egypt after being set upon, but will be back soon to give your handiwork the once over.
Cool. That was all information that I wasn't listening to that I don't think was important.
It's more just saying the dude found us and wants us to clean the manor.
She not here. Clean the shit. You get paid later.
Apparently she's in Egypt, and she's also going to be hosting some sort of thing for artifacts at the manor when we're done.
Shocker. Makes sense. No, it makes sense though that they were able to put in like the mid, like cause for everyone who doesn't know, there's also a Final Fantasy, specifically Final Fantasy VII pack as well that came out. But that one, along with this Tomb Raider one, are both free, which doesn't surprise me considering, you know, it's Square Enix, and I'm pretty sure Square Enix is the people who made both of those. So they had that reason for being able to add them in for free without having to be a viable DLC. What?
Because of Square Enix, you know what I thought of? that if Square Enix wants them, they can do.
What?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my fucking god. I mean, it's possible. But here's the thing, though. That's also, like, Disney stuff in it, so that might be a bit difficult. I mean, if there is any, like, Disney, you know, references in it. I'm just saying, because that's kind of what the whole thing is.
Kingdom Hearts is a full-on Disney story, so I'm assuming it...
Yeah. So I feel like the copyright would be a fucking bitch to deal with.
I mean, they would probably have to get permission from both Square Enix and Disney. I mean, I'm pretty
Exactly, that's what the fuck I'm saying.
Right, I mean, that's what Smash Brothers had to do with, like, Nintendo had to do for Sora to be in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, because, dude, they wanted everyone to Smash.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, I just now found out, just to let you know, that outer wall, there is a portion on top, like up here, that also counts for it. Okay. You can tell where it cuts off, but, yeah, it also counts, so.
Okay. So,
actually, I'm gonna clean these corners first. These are gonna bug me if I don't now.
So I had a, busy and interesting day at work.
Oh boy, another one?
It's not it's not what I told you yesterday. But it's still.
Well, yeah. I don't think anything could beat what you told me yesterday.
Should I retell the story for the audience or no?
No. Okay. It's too long of a story. I feel like we should get new stuff in. It's a really good story, but I think it's better heard for the first time than having to hear it a whole second time over.
Okay. All right,
so I'd rather hear new stuff and then also tell my own stuff.
Right. All right. So today I was assigned to store the lighter products. So like my building specifically deals with heavy stuff, and I'm gonna try not to say a whole lot.
Heavy weapons guy.
I'm not gonna try and say a shit ton about my building because I'm pretty sure Amazon is a little confidential with their warehouses, because like I can't like record or anything in the warehouse.
Yeah, because you don't want to show if people are buying sex toys like you found. Oh wait, confidential. Oh yeah, Bezos. Ha. No.
So I was assigned to stow.
That's definitely a story I would actually want to hear again. I had to tell it, but man, it's funny still every time.
So I was assigned to stow the lighter stuff that go in these like skinny aisles, and so I was driving a piece of equipment called the OP, where yeah. So what I do is I go to a zone that has items ready, and they have a cage there waiting for me. I attach the cage to the equipment that I have, and then I take it to the V&A aisle, and then I stow them in the A level because they're individual things that go in those bins. So I was doing that for majority of the day. And then comes after my second break, the funniness of what happened. I was just dying laughing about it. So we have a learning department.
What, bud?
We have a learning department. Their job is to basically help train associates to do certain things. for their departments, or cross-train them for other departments so they can be labor shared and do those things to help out.
Yeah.
So we were getting so busy because we were preparing for Black Friday, and so they apparently one of the coworkers from the learning department got sent over to inbound with us to help out Stowe doing the same thing I was doing. But there's the problem. Apparently, even though they're the learning department, they still do not know how to actually stow. They don't know the process.
Okay.
Like, think about that for a second. The learning trainer for the build doesn't know how to stow.
Oh.
Okay, now.
The equation is not equationing.
Now I don't know if
that's not a word though.
Now here's the thing. I told this coworker that I trained about my channel because but I don't know if he watches my videos. But I'm just gonna say this straight at the bat. I'm not saying this to make fun or just being an ass. I'm just saying this because it's just the funniest of it.
Huh.
Of just associate training someone from the learning department how to stow. It's just because you would think they would know, but they don't.
Right.
I guess anyway. So the training itself actually went really smoothly.
Well, that's good.
So, like from how you do it, the process. It's like from the main part of the process. It's mainly just like palette, the ASIN of the item, and then we scan it to a bin like QR code.
Yeah.
And so that showing him how to stow was easy. But here's the part of the other thing that was a bit of a challenge was that because of how unsafe the VNAs are, and because the OP and the turret truck are the only two that can go in there, I cannot go in with him. I can't ride with him. I can't walk in there without a piece of equipment. And so when I trained him, he was borrowing my piece of equipment, and so I basically had to talk to him over the radio to make sure he was doing it correctly without seeing anything. I can't see shit because I'm not in there with him. So he's literally just starting to describe it to me like he's defusing a bomb.
Oh my god.
No, which was still fine.
So you couldn't get more equipment to go in there with him?
Well, no, because even if I could grab another piece of equipment to go in with him, I can't see what he's doing because I'm behind him.
Yeah.
So even if I could, it wouldn't. It feel like it'd just be a waste of time.
Yeah, you can finish that off and get the top part started.
And plus the fact that actually there's a safety rule that only one forklift can go in the VNA aisle at a time. Yeah, because a good but kind of dumb thing that happens a good chunk is that rules of safety changes based on people being stupid. So basically that rule happened because it used to be people can more than one pick can go in there, but it changed because some dumbass basically backed up into another piece of equipment while they were in the aisle, and it was a turret and an OP was behind them. The turret backed up to the OP while the OP was raised.
Sir, why are you levitating?
Because I'm a fucking magician.
So what the fuck are you doing? Oh, it is done. Okay. Alright, I'm just cleaning the top.
Are you doubting my skills?
I'm the one that cleaned 3 of the 4 walls. Shut the fuck up. Don't even. Fucking asswipe.
So that was the extent of my day. One cool thing that also happened today is that they actually got everyone they call it a holiday meal, but it was just like they just got us a bunch of food. Like, I'm assuming just to celebrate Thanksgiving, even though they didn't get us like turkey or anything. They got us like these like random like catered meals that is like something you would probably find at like a homeless shelter.
That's really fucked up.
That's just I'm just saying it like that because that's what it seemed like. It probably isn't.
Still fucked up.
No, because it was like I say that because it was like in a container, like it was like you were eating like a homemade Lunchable.
That actually doesn't sound bad.
It wasn't bad, but just the way that it looked was just it looked like it looked like they were just doing it to feed the homeless.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing.
I'm just saying, you're not describing it in a very positive way to make you sound good. Not trying to be an well, yeah, I kind of am, but you know, not on purpose, totally. I get what you mean. Gosh, let me think, cause I know I got some stuff. Well, I guess one thing I could talk about is just my new job. I mean, cause people that watch my channel or stuff, they probably don't fucking know what my new job is. Nor do they probably care, because nobody watches this shit. So what am I saying? You know what? I'll just go with it still, though.
I mean, remember the last time you said who's gonna watch this shit, and then that video got like 100 views?
I don't even know what video that was.
Your interview video.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Even
I'm surprised mine got so many views, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but
no, but my new job, I work at Target. I'm in the deli, which, you know, the funny thing is, I didn't even apply for that. No, actually, you know what? I didn't even, here's the funny thing. I've only told a few people this, like, at least who I work with. I didn't even want to apply at that store. I meant to apply to the other one, the north one, the one that's by, like, Best Buy and stuff, like, the one that's close by both of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, both to me and Brandon. And why the fuck you on my side, bitch? I was cleaning this. You were over here cleaning this side, and then you just abandoned it. What the fuck? You lazy cunt bag.
I'm cleaning.
Nobody has 3 dick holes. And nobody pees at that high of pressure. Anyways.
Fuck.
I meant to apply at the one closer to me, but then it wasn't until it was too late that I realized, you know, and this was after I had a phone interview and everything, and, you know, the guy offered me the seasonal position, which I'm hoping I'll keep. I mean, so far, I mean, according to multiple people, I've been honestly a rock star with the job already, which I'll kind of get into that in a bit. So that's awesome. So there's a good chance I'll probably be staying for a while. Either way, so I originally applied for overnight stocking. It just sounded like a job that would fit me. And I ended up getting deli, you know, and it was kind of like mixed feelings about it at first. And, you know, I had orientation and all that. Everyone there was nice. Woman from HR there who was, you know, running the whole thing was really nice. And, you know, I talked to her quite a bit whenever I get into work. And sometimes on breaks, whatever. And, basically, ooh, ding. Okay, now let's clean the inner walls. Either way, basically, whenever I actually my first real day though actually was from like 10 a.m. to like 2, and it was just sitting there watching videos. Just sitting there watching videos, all kinds of shit, you know, safety and precaution stuff. So much stuff, honestly, that, you know, I don't even need to really use either, because I'm not on like the sales floor like fulfillment people are. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, like, because the whole thing is like, I actually see this is where the stupid stuff comes in. So I'll get into it in a bit. Actually, so let me just get into like my actual job here. So again, I work in the deli, and I started there and everything. And basically, what it is that you're behind, where you'll see people working, behind all the glass with all the meats that you see, and it's just really just mainly slicing. We got like 3 slicers, one in the middle for cheese, and the other 2 are for meat usually. So good old Schmeat slicer.
You working in a
I
Schmeat
work
house?
I work in the Schmeat house. No kung fu. That's unsanitary. But basically, the whole thing with slicing. I mean, I learned pretty damn quickly. Like day 1, my first actual day. Like I was on it. I mean, and from there it was just like I kept getting better and better, and now I'm just like slicing things left and right. And there's the whole process of knowing like what meats were where, because our main brand there is Boar's Head, besides our own store one, which is like the Good and Gather and everything. Like I think you know that brand probably, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Target's whole brand. It's like how it's kind of like how Walmart has a what's Walmart's brand? Is it Great Value?
I don't remember.
Is Walmart's brand Great Value? What is Walmart? Yeah, it is Great Value. So yeah, it's basically like that. So Good and Gather is kind of the same thing. It's like a Target brand and everything. All of our Good and Gather stuff is pretty popular. That's anything Good and Gather is like the main stuff that goes out on the sales floor, like on the other side of our like counter and everything. So it's really just a lot of pre-slicing, and we put it out front for people to buy, yada yada. And the whole thing is like we sell it by the pound, so you gotta basically weigh everything after you get it wrapped up in the parchment and like put it into a bag, and then you weigh it, and then that weight gets put into the system on the screen that we have, and then it kind of just craps out a little label that you put on it, and tells you the weight, tells you all the info, yada 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 yada, fucking bullshit. Pretty simple shit. But there's some other brands that we have that will sell up there, but our main like expensive brand though, that is like the most popular definitely at times, is Boar's Head. They are very popular. They have all kinds of different meats, cheddar, or not cheddar, but just like cheese. I swear, speaking of cheese, we have this one that is so smelly whenever you start cutting it, and it's this imported Swiss cheese from Switzerland that we sell by Boar's Head, and the stuff smells like ass. Like, holy fuck. It's so bad. Like, I mean, it's sometimes it's manageable, but other times it's just so ungodly bad. And it's like this just big ass rectangle, like this fucking size, like bigger, just as big as an elephant cock, like just ridiculous size. And I haven't cut it that much yet, but it's awful. I think one of the more disgusting things, though, Brandon, let me ask you this: have you ever heard of head cheese?
Yes.
You've heard of head cheese? Have you ever seen it before or know what it is?
No, I just heard about head cheese.
You've just heard of the name, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Let me talk. What do you think it is?
I don't think it's exactly what the name says.
just what do you think it is? Just like take a guess. Like just think about it. Take a guess.
I feel like I sound like a moron.
No, you're not. Just take a guess.
The only thing that comes to mind is like like those like cheeses that my brain's not working.
Just
I'm trying to say, like like how when you cut, like, let's say you were cutting like a wheel of cheese, right? And
yeah.
there's like and like the color of the cheese is different on the inside.
Yeah.
I imagine the head cheese is more like the color or like the look of it before you cut it.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop you there. It's obviously not right, but I'm gonna tell you this here. It's not even cheese at all. It's not cheese at all. Not even a little bit. Not an ounce of cheese. It is a congealed loaf of meat, like bits of meat that are congealed in a gelatin into like a meat like loaf that you cut up, like just like a random chuck or whatever of like meat. Like you get, you have like a big like ham or something that you'll put into a slicer and like cut or whatever. Like you can probably imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but it's just a bunch of like mystery meat inside of gelatin. That's what it is. And it doesn't even have a smell to it. That's the thing. But it is so grossly weird. It vibrates when you cut it. I cut it with the slicer, and as I have my hand here kind of catching the slice, you can feel it vibrating and jiggling. And it's just this disgusting just look, it's like this clear gelatin with just meat in the whole thing. It's so weird. I don't know why anybody would like it. And it's just so weird. And that's the only word I can use. It's weird. I can't describe it. So yeah, that's like probably the weirdest thing that I have like sliced so far, beside like the most disgusting and just strangest thing I've sliced so far, other than like the Switzerland like Swiss cheese we have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so like it's gross. Again, I keep almost saying weird because that's the only word I can use. It's just I keep going in circles because I can't find another word. Also, wow, Fred just looks more like shocked than anything. I thought Fred was gonna be like silver. He's just white. How basic.
Yeah, so, here, I want to tell some. Are you down there?
No.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm nowhere near done.
Okay,
What the fuck are you
sorry.
talking about?
Sorry, I was about to start telling another story, but you're not done, so sorry.
Beach.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was so going back to the whole thing again. The majority of the job is a lot of slicing. You'll even like take orders from people. How it used to be in like the deli or whatever, is like you would take someone's order, you'd slice it, they'd be waiting there and all that. But now we have these boar's head like sheets that we write on, and we have to like write on like the orders. Like we have to write the orders on them and everything so that we remember. And it definitely comes in handy, very much so. But it also gets pretty wild. But how? God damn it! I should be able to put that up there. Fuck. But another part of it is just because, there's food stuff with a deli, is we also deep fry stuff. There's some fryer stuff. We have a thing called hot case, basically. It's just where, hot foods go out. The majority of it is chicken tenders, small, like, chicken bites, or basically boneless wings, potato wedges, mini corn dogs. But we even have an oven to, like, cook like whole rotisserie chickens as well. And so yeah, that's another part of it, and that stuff I'm starting to get to know pretty well. The fryer is what I mainly know right now. The rotisserie chickens, I'm still getting there and all that, but the time will come. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple job on the surface, with with those tasks. I mean, you fry stuff, you slice stuff, give people the schmeat they want. Simple as that. Okay, actually, here, let me take a pause here. All right, so we're done with that fountain. Do we want to do the thing like I said earlier? Like, one of us starts on the left, one of us starts on the right, and then we just work our way in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, left on dibs.
Okay. You saw him. You saw him running over there, and he was like,
"I'm left-handed, bitch. Fuck you." I know you're also left-handed, but still.
I like how that one fountain got us to 28%.
Huh?
This one fountain got us to 28% done.
Yeah. I mean, this is only the front of the manor, so I mean, I can't be too surprised. Again, the whole thing's in like sections, so it shouldn't be terrible, I hope. I'm just glad they give us 2 sets of stairs, because that would be a fucking teamwork nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. No, what I was saying. So another chunk of the job is like, we kind of have like our own little section to restock, like outside the deli.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have like, you know how like if you're in like a grocery store and you have like those areas that, like here, look at my camera here, just so I can kind of describe it and everyone else can see. So it's like, it's kind of like you're in like the grocery area, right? Maybe you're in like the produce area and there's like cold stuff at like a Target or something. You know, like those parts that are like, you know, kind of like the cooler parts that items will sit on, and there's like shelves. Like, you see what I'm kind of forming out here? And maybe they'll put stuff on top and everything, like those like kind of center things. Maybe a couple kind of sit next to each other, and it kind of works as like cooled shelving that just stands alone. Right. So we have a couple of those that we have to like restock every night. We have a thing called priority pull, because we actually have these devices that everyone grabs, and there's ones for every specific department for employees to grab, but it's kind of like a phone, but for like work. And there's all these apps on it that you can use and stuff. But the main one is this one where, you know, you go into like jobs, and then it's like priority pull, and then you can keep cleaning.
I was so focused on your story.
No, you're good. Okay, you're good. Okay, yeah, no, I get it. But so what that entails though is that we basically have to go into the cooler, or no, you press on the button, you know, priority pull, go to deli, tap the box, put an arrow in it, and then you press like start or whatever, and it'll show you an item, and it'll have like a weird like number combo with like letters. And what that's supposed to be is that it's something that's it's supposed to be like a specified area inside of our cooler. And you basically go in there, there's all these containers, they're all marked with these different ones, and you have to find the right one, and then you have to scan the barcode on the front of it, and then it like tells you what the item is, and then like specifically how many we need to restock up. Now, this is where weird stuff comes in, and I'll explain what I mean in a bit. But again, you scan the item, and then it tells you how many you need, and then you scan one of them. You only need to scan one of them, and then it'll like ask you how many did you pull, and then you type in how many, and if it's like less than however many it tells you to pull, like if you don't actually need that many or whatever, then it'll ask you. It'll ask you some stuff about like if like correct, whatever, yada yada, and you just go from there. And then it's kind of just taking everything out, stocking them up on the shelves. But where it gets weird is the way the system works is that you see like shelves, and you see areas where stuff can go, right?
Right.
Well, with these devices, it actually gives you the power to change how many can fit there. And what I mean by that is that you can change, like, you basically go out of the whole like pull like job thing, and you just go to an area called scan. You scan an item, tells you like how many items can fit in the area it's supposed to go. You have the power to change that amount, like where it says how many can fit there. And let me tell you, holy shit. There have been some that have been so unbelievably stupid, I can't even believe it. Because there was one, I went to this, there's one that was like a charcuterie board, like meat, cheese, and all that. Well, it's a little area that has a bunch of different ones. Well, so the specific one I was putting away, it looks like you could, roughly, if you're patient enough and able to fit it in, you can fit about 20 of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of trying to figure out a whole thing with stocking it, so I scan one of the items, and I go in there to see, like, all right, how many are supposed to fit there? I shit you not, it said 82 can fit there. There is no way. You can barely fit 20. So the fact that someone somehow put in 82 as the quote-unquote correct amount for that is ridiculous. But that's not the worst part. The fact is that with some parts of putting stuff away or like pulling stuff is that it'll tell you to pull from a higher shelf or a lower shelf, and these ones they'll make you basically open up a whole fresh box of the supply or like the product, which gets really annoying because the way the system's like all fudged up is that it tells you to pull the whole box whenever a good chunk of the time you do not need to pull the whole thing, and it's a nightmare. But I mean, the good thing is I have a whole strategy now where it's like if it has me pull it from there, I'll like walk out of the cooler, walk all the way out to the sales floor, find the item section, and then it's like count like, okay, how many do 1, 2, 3, okay, I need that many instead. All right, so let's go do that. So it was really annoying whenever I first did it and trying to figure it out, but I think the best part is my last job, which was at a Papa John's. There were a lot of similar tasks that I felt like, were familiar to me. There are definitely differences, but there was a familiarity to them that made it a lot easier to learn. And, I'm glad that I figured it out. So yeah, that's the basis of what my job's like. Now, this leads into, I think there was a part that was like a really stupid part I was wanting to talk about, but I'm trying to remember.
Do you want me to tell like a story while you're thinking about it, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I was gonna because you said you wanted to hear the story about the yeah.
Whatever it is, I don't remember what it was. Just tell me. I want to know. Okay, everyone wants to know.
Okay, so I have an extra thing on top of it, which I'm pretty sure I've told you, but I'll still retell it. Of some of the weirdest items that I've actually had to store in the building. So,
oh, wait. I wasn't even serious about that, but if you want to tell it, go right ahead.
Yeah.
I am not going to complain.
Okay, so...
you guys are going to love this one. This is amazing.
Okay, so I was assigned just to stow eaches, but in like the normal, using the normal pit that we usually use. So and it wasn't in the VNA area. It was just normal it was 4-foot damaged items. So I grab a pallet. I go to the aisle, and so I'm putting away some items, and I get to this one item, and it's this like bag that had like that had something like rubber, but I didn't like see what it was yet. I go to pick it up, and I'm feeling like, Jesus, this feels so weird, but then it's really fucking, it's really heavy. So I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And I finally looked down, and I'm like, oh my god, that's tits.
You grabbed a sex doll by the titties. Oh, it never gets old. And if you all don't believe it, it's real. He sent me a photo of this shit. Like, I saw everything.
It was just a damaged sex doll from like the neck down to like the thighs.
Yeah, and now it's in Brandon's closet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. One hell of a plot twist.
It's right behind me.
Like one of your family members just comes in your room, they open your closet, just this big jiggly rubbery thing just falls and bounces on the floor. It just goes boing.
Don't say stuff like that, man. My parents watch my videos.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait.
The next thing I need is for them to be like, you a sick doll? You're like, no, it's a joke.
Oh my god. Okay, the fact that you think that they would actually believe that's...
Okay, that's kind of fair.
I literally just said I was kidding too. Right, I mean, right. It's like
I feel like they would be surprised if I actually had one in my closet.
I would be surprised if you actually had one. And this is me we're talking about. So, yeah.
Anyway,
They probably would be surprised. Also, we're already 45% done.
Dude, look at my progress. Like I'm
what the flying fuck? You're using like the triple nozzle, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I might as well fucking use that. Jesus Christ. It clearly does wonders. So.
Yeah, I'm actually cleaning shit.
I mean, I am too. It's just I'm going with the groove.
Yeah, but I also don't want this to take forever, because this is pretty big.
Yeah, that's true. So this might take a chunk of time, unless, you know, now I'm surprised I'm going super soaker load.
I'm surprised you haven't questioned how that I was even going quickly, because at one point you just kept hearing just ding, ding, ding.
I honestly wasn't paying attention. I was paying more attention to the stories and also telling my own. So yeah.
So okay. So that's just one of the weird things I've had to store away. Actually, one thing.
Are there more? Because I don't think you told me about others, so I would love to hear that.
There's some odd ones that aren't as weird as the sex
odd
doll.
Ones out.
These next ones aren't as weird as the sex doll, but they're still ones that you just like. You look at it and you're like, wow, like why is this here? I mean, like, it's Amazon, so you should expect the unexpected, but you just scratch your head when you see it.
Your new motto, Amazon, expect the unexpected.
Amazon, sponsored by Adam and Eve.
I've purchased things from there, and I actually used the code.
The Brandon Rogers code, or just
yeah. Of course I did.
Alright, so the next time, this is actually, our friend Mike actually told me this next item. So Mike is department, he deals with customer returns. So there was a time where, because he's going through the palette of returned items, and he opens up the box to see what's inside. And and I shit you not, he finds a vibrator in there.
Do you think it was a back massager?
Just goes to Major, hey boss, try this.
Like, hey Brandon, could you get my back real quick? Oh yeah. That's the spot! Woo!
Actually, another weird kind of this was more just funny than weird. So some returns are items that don't belong in our building, but so what we do with them is that his department sends them to the right department, or not department, the right building. But one of them was like so like it didn't have any of the right stuff on it, so the person that was doing it was able to just keep it. And they just have it part of their like cart setup thing that they have.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean like keep it and like cart set like?
Okay. So the people that work
like
on the
keep.
Yeah, like keep, but they have to have like their little work thing that they have because because this person they work on their dock floor. They have these cart things with a laptop and a printer, so they can scan and process everything. So they just put this next item with not the vibrator, just but the.
I need to have a talk with Micah.
This item.
Oh fuck!
This item. Funny enough,
I can't get up.
Funny enough, the item was actually a Finance and Freddy's body plushie. and so it was a PA or a process assistant that was keeping it, and I go to her because I saw it like on her like the cart thing, and I go to her and I go, like how'd you get that? Like, oh, it was a return that just like it was like so messed up or whatever that we couldn't do anything with it. So I was like, okay, do you even know who that is? And she goes, oh, I just know it's from Friday Nights at Freddy's.
Well, at least she knew that. At least she knows the source material. Otherwise, you know, we got a problem.
Speaking of Friday Nights at Freddy's, before I tell this next item, so my work actually does a Halloween thing where we can dress up while working.
Oh.
So I wore my security guard outfit.
Oh, that's right.
So I show up to work wearing the outfit, right? And so
Right.
so when you walk in, you go through these like gate things, and then you walk by security. Wearing a security guard outfit.
Jesus Christ!
Okay,
Ding,
okay.
ding, ding! Oh fuck! Ding.
So I want
Brandon, you want to see my progress?
Sure.
Now that I decided to use this, yeah, yeah, I'm like actually sweating in real life. Need to cool down. You just spray myself.
So
Oh my God, Lara Croft actually messaged me.
wait, let me see if I can see it on the overview thing.
I trust Winston has
I can't.
extricated himself from the freezer in time to make you tea. No. I don't got no fucking tea.
Dude,
There are two things that always find their way out: the truth and Winston.
Dude, I would lose my shit if like a character just walked out the door and just like had tea in their hands. Like it was Winston just with the thing of tea for us.
Just Lara Croft walks out the front, except all of a sudden she's T-posing and just broken. It's like a really shitty model of Lara Croft, just
It's
like
the-
it's like the
for-
first game version.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be honestly hilarious though.
Did you see?
Are you gonna do the fucking top part? It's really bugging me.
I'm doing it in layers.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So yes, I will eventually get to it.
are you gonna finish like this bottom part and then do the top?
I basically once I finish this wall, then I'm gonna go start over there.
Okay. I'm actually I want to do this, so I'm gonna do this here.
What? Oh, you need the front door.
I want to do the front door.
I mean, that's fine. My cutoff was basically this wall right here. That was
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot that you're doing, so I might as well be able to do the front door, because otherwise I have jack shit.
Yeah, Mr. I call left.
Hey, listen, I called left because I knew I'd get the front door. So fuck you. Suck a penis. Don't tell me you had a big dinner, because that has nothing to do with it.
Anyway.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, so going back to what I was saying, so I wear the security guard outfit. And then when the shift was over, because when I wore it in the beginning of work,
Oh fuck!
Security didn't even notice that I was wearing a security guard outfit. and so when the end of the day came, I'm walking out past security, and then finally they noticed, and oh my God, that was so funny.
What'd they say?
Because they were just like dying laughing. They're like, at first they actually thought I was like promoted to security. And I'm looking at them like, me?
Hey, buddy.
I'm like, me? Security?
Are you
Shit.
comfy? Oliver looks so comfy right now, it's adorable. Alright, keep going.
Okay, but no, yeah,
She has a tiny door on her big door? What the fuck?
But yeah, no, she was, the lady there was just laughing her ass off. It was so funny. Anyway, so back to the item stuff though. Okay, so so I honestly, this is the next item that I saw. I think was really cool, and I honestly wish I could own one. I've stored a few go-karts in the building.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would actually be fun.
We,
God, if I could own a go-kart, good lord.
I
If I could have like a street legal go-kart, dude, I'd fucking drive that shit to work.
dude, I feel like we need to go go-karting again sometime because like when we did it the Dells,
We need to find a go-kart track somewhere.
The only place that I know for sure is there's one at the mall, but that one's always so fucking packed.
That one doesn't seem very good though.
Yeah.
Or just worth it.
We need to find one that's more like a private one that we can like book and do it because like
we also need to do Sandbox VR.
Yes. Speaking of VR, actually, I do really think I should get a VR at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Either it be I just borrow Dylan's because he barely touches it nowadays.
There's a lot of good games for it. So.
Yeah. So I'll probably get an Oculus just so I can get just so it's wireless.
Yeah, we'd have to figure out some games that you would enjoy.
Yeah.
Because there's a number of good ones I feel like that we could find. So it just kind of all depends what kind of games you might end up feeling like. So yeah, that's really the only concern there. Because with that part, that's where it's just kind of hard to say.
I'm sure we'll find something though. Cause like because like I've actually streamed me playing VR games because I had PlayStation VR for my PS4, and there was a lot of great games I played on there. There was a game I played called Blood and Truth. I think it was a PlayStation exclusive. Obviously I would say it wasn't, but while playing the game I felt like fucking John Wick.
You felt like fucking John Wick?
I felt like John Wick.
That is like the furthest you have ever walked into one of those jokes, because you full on just said I felt like fucking John Wick.
Shut the fuck up.
Like seriously, that was 2 on the nose. Like, whoa, holy shit, man. Calm your titties. I know Keanu is hot, but damn.
No, I keep finding the videos about because apparently Keanu Reeves is like one of the nicest celebrities apparently.
He is the nicest.
I
want to meet him very badly. If I ever meet him, I might just pass away. Like, I swear.
You'll die happy knowing you met.
Yes.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes. I've seen Queen, and now I need to meet Keanu Reeves. Because I saw Queen live.
Oh yeah.
That was incredible.
Maybe just add on some stories. How about you tell us some stories about some of the celebrities you met? You've met a few.
Honestly, that is a good thing to talk about. Like now, or I could.
I'm pretty much done with the story I was telling. So yeah, you can go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I've met a number of celebrities. Some whenever I was little, some whenever more in teen years. One very recent. No, I think one of the first ones I ever met was Matt Smith, and he was the 11th iteration of the Doctor from Doctor Who. He was the 11th regeneration and all that. So, because I don't know if you know how all that works in the show, Brandon.
The only thing I know from Doctor Who is that because they're all the same person, and
it's all him
and when
or her, because there has been a female one.
And when one of them dies, the next one takes its place. So if the first Doctor dies, the second one is now.
I feel like the way you described it is not quite correct. No, it's more like the Doctor starts to die, and he regenerates
as a different Doctor.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's still the Doctor. It's still him. I mean, it'll be new. I guess yes. I guess yes. A different Doctor. I don't know. I'm trying to because I think the way that I'm hearing you explain it is you keep explaining it like it's a different person when technically it's not.
It's a different version of him. or her.
Yes,
whatever you want to put it.
there's been only one female one. I mean, yes, because I mean, it's a new personality, new face, new everything, but it is still the Doctor. He still remembers all of his past companions because one of the biggest tropes of the Doctor Who is the Doctor always has a companion to travel along with him across time and space. You know, so he does remember his past companions and everything, so it's still the same Doctor. But yeah, it's like a way of cheating death is how the Doctor described it at one point, and you know, means, you know, he changes and his face changes, whole body, personality, you know, what kind of foods he might like. So really just everything, but still underneath all that, it is still the same Doctor. So, but Matt Smith was one of the first iterations of the Doctor I ever watched, and I loved him. I thought he was so funny. I still love him to this day, but I dressed up like his version of the Doctor. His Doctor was known for loving wearing a fez, like those like red, like kind of just hats. You know what a fez is?
Mm-hmm.
So I had one of those on, and then it was like this dark purplish suit. I had the pocket watch that he had. I had a sonic screwdriver, which is a tool the Doctor uses all the time. And it was amazing. I got a photo with him and everything. My brother was dressed up like a Cyberman, which is one of the Doctor's many different enemies that he's encountered. And yeah, it was incredible. I was younger, though, so that whole convention got to a point where I was just getting overwhelmed and I wanted to leave. Even though I do regret not going up and, you know, talking to him and getting his autograph. But you know what? Maybe one day, if anything, if I still, you know, have a copy of that photo, maybe I'll meet him again and then I can have him sign it, because that would be amazing.
That would be.
So yeah, that was great. And speaking of Doctor Who, while we're on that, we also met Karen Gillan.
All right.
Does that name ring a bell at all, Brandon?
Karen Gillan?
Yeah.
She played Nebula. Right, yeah. Yeah,
She's also in the new Jumanji movies, but she is more known to me as well, like at first, as Amy Pond, the 11th Doctor's main companion throughout his life. And she was amazing, and I loved her. And my dad loves her too, as well. He was dressed up like that. I think it was one of the first times he was ever dressed up like Doctor Strange when we met her. But we got a picture with her as well, and that was amazing.
Nice.
And besides that, I don't know if there's any other celebrities I've actually met that. Well, I do remember one. So at my first ever Crypticon convention, I met one of the actors from the third Nightmare on Elm Street film.
Ooh.
Which is my favorite one, Dream Warriors. Also, I'm just gonna start cleaning over here, so we can get it done, obviously.
That's fine.
But I forgot his name, but he was actually one of my favorite characters, because the whole thing with the third Nightmare on Elm Street is that, you know, it's about these kids who are kind of troubled, and they're in this kind of like hospital all together, and you know, they encounter Freddy Krueger, and you know, they got to fight him and everything, but they actually all have dream powers that they can control, you know, powers and the things that they want to use in their dreams, and they use those against him to defeat him. And the guy that I met, he was a guy who liked to have like super strength in his dreams and everything, and it was really cool. But he was really nice whenever I met him. I talked to him just a little bit, and he was really kind and sweet. Yeah, that was a pretty cool experience. But at my second ever Crypticon from this year, I met Eric Avari. I don't know if that'll ring any bells to anyone or you. But he was in The Mummy, the 1999 one with Brendan Fraser. He was actually in Home Alone 4, which I grew up with and saw him. He was also in the original Star Trek movie. Or no, not Star Trek, Stargate. The both start with Star. I got confused. I guess he was also in. He was in Paul Blart. Really? Hold on. Let me see. But no, I knew who he was because I had watched Home Alone 4 and just all series group with that. But he was really nice, and my dad, I swear, my dad has just this magic touch of like whenever he meets like celebrities, he can just spring up the best conversations with them. I mean, the key, is you just treat him like a human.
Right.
But he just has some kind of celebrity charisma because it's just the time. Well, even I don't think I've seen it happen very many times personally, but that time specifically with Eric Avari was just crazy because it was just wild how much they were talking. I mean, he was even looking at my dad's camera and taking a look at it, and they were just having a conversation. And then my dad decided to, he gave him some cash for a photo, and which I took with my dad's camera, and of course I did a good job because I get it for my dad. So of course I did a good job at taking the photos. But no, that was amazing, and there were other actors there as well. I don't think I really met any other ones. One of them was so for those of you who don't know, in Friday the 13th, the original one, Jason Voorhees was not the killer. It was his mother. His mother was getting revenge on counselors at Camp Crystal Lake because 2 counselors who were having sex weren't watching him and he drowned. And there's a whole thing where I guess he survived the drowning and actually got out of the lake, but he kind of went into hiding for some reason. I don't think it was on purpose, but I think it was a whole thing too where he watched his mother get beheaded like she did in the first one, right whenever it happened, which set him off into this whole killing frenzy that turned him into what he became. But point is, basically, there was just a shot in the very first movie where you would see Jason. Now, Jason was a deformed boy. He wasn't normal, and kids teased him for it. That's the whole story. But the kid who played him, had a mask and everything. That was like prosthetics and all that. And
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is left?
Oh wait.
Corbels. The fuck's a corbel? I swear to God, if you miss some shit over here, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
Oh, there's that. I feel like there's something that I might have missed. I've cleaned a lot.
You missed the thing way up top there. You gotta bring the fucking stairs back over. It's the white, like the spike mount there. Trying to clean that. I'm gonna find the coins. Is it one that I missed? Looks like it. I don't know how I even missed that one. Weird. No, but that original guy who played the kid the original Jason Voorhees was there.
Damn.
I think with like the original or like a version of like the original like prosthetic or mask that he actually wore as well. So that was pretty fucking crazy to like see.
Did you find the last ones or?
Well, it's these little support things right here.
Oh, okay. So
there's one more. So either I missed one or you missed one.
I think you might have missed it.
I think it was like a little speck.
Oh, right here.
That's why. It was on like an inside area.
Yeah, let's back up and look at this thing.
Hold on, let's see. What the fuck?
That only took an hour.
Wow, that's beautiful. Alright, do another.
What's next?
Lara Croft. Lara Croft's obstacle course and quad bike. So we get to clean an obstacle course and a quad bike.
They're two separate levels, right?
No, it's all one.
Oh, I would say at the very least, let's get it started.
Yeah, no, the quad bike and the obstacle course are both on this map. So.
Okay.
Woo! God damn!
Okay, what's Winston's message this time?
I don't know. I don't. Wait, don't start cleaning. I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, Lord Crafts actually sent this.
I'll fucking do this shit.
Here, I'm gonna read the message here. Your work on the house was impressive, and I'm not easily impressed. I can almost see dear old Rose taking her 11 what?
Damn it!
11s out on the western lawn. Winston was the butler even way back then, apparently. Anyway, to the back of the manor, you'll find my obstacle course, an individual training aid in periods of I am shit with big words, man. Conveyance and beyond it. My trusty quad bike.
Fuck.
They both suffered terribly over the years. The obstacle course at the hands of the British weather. The quad bike at the hands of yours truly. I trust you like a challenge as much as I do. Your whole
Fuck.
Obstacle course. Yeah.
This thing's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. That's what she said.
Oh.
I'm just gonna clean the quad bike because I found it. This thing's like fucking tiny.
Fuck, this is a long ass course. Man.
Woo!
Oh, that looks cool.
Nice and red. Oh yeah, so back to what I was saying. Okay, so another celebrity that was actually there was the actor of Leatherface from the newest Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Not a great movie. Good actor. I thought he was a good Leatherface. Overall, the movie, not great. Not great at all. Ending was very anticlimactic and a lot of ridiculous choices. They very much pulled a 2018 Halloween. You probably don't get what that means, Brandon. You know, anybody who's seen Halloween 2019 and is like a horror fanatic, and you know, you probably know what I'm talking about. But point is, it did not go well, in my opinion. And but you know, he was a good actor for Leatherface. He's fucking tall too. I saw the guy stand up, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, he is a fucking monster of a dude. Like, it was ridiculous. So, but it was also pretty fucking cool. I think the most amazing person I've met so far was Tony Todd. Tony Todd is the man who played Candyman in the movie Candyman. Which is a movie that kind of follows a trope like the game Bloody Mary, where you say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror, but this time you say Candyman 5 times and he appears. He has like a hook for a hand and everything. And there's a whole backstory of what happened to him, but he is phenomenal in it, and he is very much an icon and legend of horror. And being able to meet him was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had, because he was so kind and so nice. And all right, I think we're done with the bike, so let's just go back to the beginning. Just clean as we go.
All right.
Oh my god, we have to clean this all down here. Holy shit! Alright, yeah, this... Oh god! Sorry, I just cheese grated my ball sack against this wall.
I've never really met any celebrities, but I've had some chances to. But
Real quick, sorry. The other person that I met at that convention though was Danny Trejo.
Nice.
If any of you don't know who that is, look it up. You should probably fucking know. Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
So the only celebrity that this came out of my head right now, that I could have possibly met was Gabriel Iglesias.
I mean, yeah, you saw him live with Micah, so I mean...
Right. I went to one of his shows. He came into Minnesota, and the reason why I could have possibly met him, because like there wasn't like a meet and greet thing or anything after the show, but like the before the show we heard that there was like a party thing that was happening at the casino that he was staying at, where he was doing the show. So we were like, hey, maybe if we get there early enough, maybe we could pop in and actually meet him. We didn't make it there. It was just ending right as we got there.
Oh man.
So and I was hoping to, if there was like because like he's always told stories of him meeting people after shows, but like everyone was already just fucking leaving. So I was like, I don't think there's a chance here. Because I tried to stick around for a little bit, but then I was just like, we need to get out of here because it's gonna be hell leaving this parking lot.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I do like is that I did buy a T-shirt and I bought a Funko Pop because he has a few figures of himself.
Of course he does.
So
I mean, it's fluffy.
He's actually, according to Funko, though, he's the first comedian to actually get a Funko Pop.
Hell yeah, I would 100% buy Jeff Dunham ones. Like if he had one with him holding each one of his puppets, or just one of him, and then like ones of each of his puppets. Oh my god, I would die. That'd be amazing.
He does have a few figures. I don't remember what they specifically are.
Who?
Jeff Dunham.
What? What the fuck?
Hold on, let me real quick just look it up.
This goddamn box. Fucking thing won't clean.
Okay, so he has quite a few. He has a Funko Pop of him holding Peanut. He has He has one of him holding Walter. What is that? Some people are selling ones that are signed.
Yep. That is awesome though.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's what's his name?
I'm seeing Walter, Peanut, Bubba J. I'm seeing no one else. I'm only seeing 3.
That's still cool though.
There's one of Gabriel Iglesias holding both of his chihuahuas.
Yeah. You know who I wish there was one of? Him holding Jose the Jalapeno on a stick.
I feel like that one could have been like included with the Peanut one, because there's usually always like bits with Peanut and Jose. It's just it's perfection.
I feel like for like it's like since it's already.
Damn it! Now I want to watch Jeff Dunham. Fuck.
So
but
like,
it's 2 in the morning. I gotta go to bed after we're done with this.
No, but like the thing that they should do, because it's Funko, since they already made one of just Jeff and Peanut, if they make another, they should make another one of Jeff, Peanut, and Jose, and that'll be like the chase version of like the figure.
Yeah, maybe.
Because usually the chases work that it's just the same figure but it looks different.
Right.
And so the difference would be that that they put Jose.
Whoa! Ah! You know, I don't think they would do that, but it would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know, there was just one day where I was randomly thinking about like what if like certain things had Funko Pops, so I started thinking about Hell of a Boss, and that's how I found out about the U2s.
Once again, just to like try and make sure you are able to get me tomorrow night, right?
Yes.
From work. Okay, good. Good. Just like, I think really just like try to be there by 9. I mean, that's really the important part. Or like somewhere between 8:50 and 9. I mean, something like that.
Okay.
All right. So wait, how many obstacle? Hold on. You stay there and keep cleaning that. I just want to see, like, because it's all in sections. So I just want to see how many sections there are. Oh, 12! Oh! Also, there's a fucking zip line, like, handle here that I can't grab onto, and I'm sad about it. I wish, like, I could just, like, hook the power washer around it. I'm coming back! Ah!
I love how it's just like ding, 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 ding.
And then I'm just having a fucking stroke.
Oh, so there's something funny that happened at work actually today as well. So.
Oh boy, what happened now?
So this is just something really funny that happened. So you know the whole
I don't
thing.
believe you.
You know the whole thing that, like when it's like November 1st is when they start playing the Christmas music.
Yes.
So just as a funny joke, I noticed one of my coworkers.
December 1st is when that should happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't lie. I'm guilty of it. I mean, December 1st. I mean, if anything, technically, since like, you know, one night whenever I go to bed, it will technically be December 1st. I'm going to sleep to Christmas music. And fucking Last Christmas by Wham just playing in the background while I doze off.
So one of my coworkers was just like jokingly to another coworker just starts singing Christmas songs and just to make her mad. It was so funny. I was just like, oh my
That's
God.
great.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Oh,
And
by
then
the
we're
way,
gonna have to clean it again.
by the way, we have a ladder. We're not using it.
Why do we need the ladder? We're clearly Tomb Raiders, just like Lara Croft. We just
You're
climb.
right. You're right. Fuck. I fell.
Hey, look, you just suck. Watch this shit. Nah!
How the I'm assuming I'm supposed to jump down here. Jump. Wait, I'm sorry.
What?
When I tried to do that the first time, it wouldn't let me climb.
Whoa! No!
I missed too. Man, we suck.
You swallow.
I actually want to run this course now, just real quick.
No. What the fuck? You fucking missed this shit, you lazy bitch.
Whoa. 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 Get the fuck up there. There we go. Shit. Okay, we're fine.
I can do shortcuts. Oh fuck, no I can't.
Oh, I made it.
Come here, bean bitch. Whoomp.
Whoa. Get the fuck up. Fuck.
I'm a. I made it. Fuck you! I beat you. I win. You suck dick. Fuck you. Go back to cleaning. Holy shit! Did you fucking see that?
No, what happened?
What the fuck?
What'd you do?
Jesus Christ! What the fuck did I do? Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck did I do? Fuck. Hold on. Wait, Brandon. Fuck. Oh shit!
Dude.
Hold on, let me try it again. I didn't go fucking high enough. Hold on, I went fucking higher before. Holy fuck!
Dude, when you do that, your arms are at your side.
Dude, I went to space. Jesus. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I honestly, this is one.
Dude, did you see how high I fucking went? Huh?
Yeah. I was gonna say, honestly, this is one. I think we should stop here.
We didn't even finish this part here.
Yeah, we'll finish this box then, and then, or this little part, and then we'll.
Because I probably really should go to bed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck, all these boxes are individual, so we fucking missed a part. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It splits off. This is a part of this side. This is number 3. This is number 4. I'm just saying, those edge parts are cut off into sections right down the middle, so. It's right on this side, right in front of where you had to put the fucking ladder. Dumb fuck. There, Jesus. No wonder I couldn't fucking see it, because you put your stupid ladder there. Damn it.
Right.
You're not even gonna do an outro, you're just gonna stop it?
No, I switched back to the other podcast part.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you for anyone that joined today's podcast, and thank you if you watch it later on.
No one joined.
Shut up.
It is 2 in the morning. No one joined.
Yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the BEECAST. We will definitely be making more of these in this format, especially just until we can get the other setups ready. So yeah, a lot of awesome stuff coming up. So I hope everyone's getting excited for that. And yeah, anything else you want to say, Lucas?
No.
Okay. Well, with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys next time.
More chip.